Hello, I'm Steve Stafford. Thank you for joining me for this installment of All Business is Personal, which will focus on real estate planning and commercial leases. Despite the changing landscape in the commercial real estate market, where and how business gets conducted still matters for a lot of businesses. I'm going to highlight some considerations for entrepreneurs and business owners in 3 stages. First, for a company that is looking to rent a new space. Second, for those that are in existing leases. And third, for business owners who are looking to buy their own building. When starting the process of looking to rent, most entrepreneurs and business owners will benefit from working with an experienced broker to evaluate potential locations and to understand the essentials of the type of commercial real estate lease they will be using. Regardless of whether the lease is a single net, double net, triple net, gross, modified gross, or percentage lease, business owners should ensure that the lease terms are aligned with their business goals. Issues such as lease duration and renewal options, rent and escalation clauses, responsibility for maintenance and repairs, and personal guarantees are just a few of the key items where attention to detail is critical. Let's move on to considerations for those that are already in existing leases. First, it's important that all leases, amendments, and extensions are in writing. Also, if the landlord refinances the property, you should exercise caution before subordinating your lease to the lender's deed of trust and ensure that a non-disturbance agreement is in place so that the lender can't interfere with your rights under the lease. Business owner tenants should also be proactive and reevaluate their location and key lease provisions well before the lease is set to expire. Doing so allows for greater leverage and flexibility in negotiating the lease and possibly removing a personal guarantee, instead of being stuck with the choice between an undesirable situation and a rushed move. Let's now move on to consider business owners that are looking to buy their own building. Although we won't be covering these here, the financing documents, due diligence on title and environmental aspects, and actual purchase documents are key items that should be discussed with your attorney. As far as legal structuring is concerned, in most situations, the optimal decision will be to acquire the property in an LLC or even a limited partnership and lease the building back to the operating company. Acquiring the property directly in the name of an LLC versus acquiring the property in an individual's name followed by a transfer to an LLC will often be the better approach, since it helps to shield the business owner personally from environmental liabilities, and if the building is in California, will typically allow for more flexibility in avoiding or delaying a reassessment of the property taxes. It also avoids the challenge of trying to obtain commercial property insurance coverage for a transfer downstream, which can be difficult, and the need to secure an endorsement naming the LLC as an additional insured for title insurance purposes. For high net worth business owners who may be doing advanced estate planning with this real estate asset in the future, it often makes sense to structure the LLC with voting and non-voting classes of interest to facilitate valuation discounts applicable to the transfer of non-voting LLC interests, such as discounts for lack of control and lack of marketability. In summary, there are a lot of real estate issues for entrepreneurs and business owners to consider, regardless of which stage of the business cycle they are in. Thanks for watching. I hope you join me for our next installment, which will focus on the importance of succession planning.